front of all of us, I guess. And is there anyone who wants to change the agenda? Any amendment?
Chair,
Yes.
can you greet us as well?
Yes, greetings to everyone.
Good morning, Chairperson.
Morning, yes.
I just want to bring it to your attention that I don't know how this thing was planned. There's a joint committee, there's a joint programming committee starting at 9, and some of us are a part of it. Yeah. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any amendment to the agenda? No, none. Can we have someone move the adoption of this agenda?
BP moves, Chairperson. Good morning. Thank you.
Morning, BP.
Good
Any
morning,
second?
Chair. Bartlett second.
Bartlett seconds. Thank you very much, Honorable Bartlett. We will then proceed. Having opened the meeting and welcomed everybody, let's go to apologies.
Chairperson, I do not have any apologies.
So now, thank you very much. Item 3, first item 3, of course, done that. Consideration of minutes of meeting of the 10th November 2022. Minutes of the meeting of the 10th of November 2022. We'll start with the correction of the minutes. And then we'll look at adoption. But let's start with correction. We'll do these minutes page by page. Page 1. Any corrections on page 1? No corrections. Let's look at page 2. Corrections on page 2. Corrections on page 3. Resolution of the draft parliamentary program. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. And the legislative program, and page 7. Thank you very much. Maybe as we look at these minutes, just think about the apologies now. Honorable Dango is not well. We received that message yesterday. If he's in a meeting today, fine. We got an information yesterday that he was not well. So what we should record that accordingly. Okay. Now that we've done the correction of the minutes, anyone who's moving for adoption of the minutes? Bartlett moves. Any seconder?
Ndongeni second, Chair.
Ndongeni seconds. Thank you very much. So these minutes are a true record of what transpired at the previous meeting. Having done that, we will then look at matters arising either in the form of an action list, and we'll ask Advocate Pindela to take us through. Advocate Pindela.
Thank you very much, Chair. The implementation schedule has been distributed, and in terms of the distribution list, on the 10th of November, we had a debate on land reform. ensuring complete ownership to land reform beneficiaries and ownership to those living on trust land within communal areas. Then on the 11th of November, we had Women's Charter report back in Free State. 14th to the 18th of November, we had Taking Parliament to the People in KwaZulu-Natal. 21st to the 22nd of November, we had Men's Parliament. The 22nd of November, we had a sitting, consideration of the Children's Amendment Bill, debate on killing of councillors under the theme Waging Concerted Battle Against the Killing of Councillors. Then the 23rd of November, we had a sitting, consideration of Revenue Amendment Bill, as well as the debate on the state of municipal infrastructure under the theme Building a Viable Municipal Infrastructure Network for Effective and Efficient Delivery of Services to Communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's the action list there, or the implementation schedule, as we call it. If anybody wants to make any comment, because we should take into account that all of these tasks have been carried out. But should there be any comment about that? Any comment? No comment. None that I can see. Nothing. So there's no.
Maybe Chairperson.
No comment.
Maybe
Yes.
Chairperson, I think it won't be really fair to whoever was responsible to ensure that we have a very successful Taking Parliament to the People if we don't give due recognition to us as a team that we have been doing very good with regards to the issue of taking Parliament to the people. I think other people will speak about logistical issues and so on, but with regards to the real business of what we are about and of what we regard as our flagship program, from the chairperson to the administration, we need to express our appreciation for the way the task have been completed. Thank you.
Maybe we should, as the chairperson of the NCOP is saying, express great appreciation for the good work that was done. But I must say still to add that we had given some task and mandated the chief whip and Pindela to prepare for a preliminary type meeting that we're going to have to look at this matter. So as soon as possible, we'll have a comprehensive review. But otherwise, in general, great appreciation to the work done, and hope that people remain inspired and seek as we move to carrying out other tasks to really ensure that we take our performance to a completely different and higher. Thank you very much.
Chairperson, can I, if I
yes.
may? Yeah, thank you that there will be a comprehensive actually evaluation of the whole process, because I didn't want to raise the issue of some of the members of the executive that really didn't come to the party. Because in many instances, many of the executive members are always supporting us in our programs, and they are also adhering whenever we are calling on them, like we have seen also with the Men's Parliament. But I think when we are having that evaluation meeting, we will raise some of the issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the comments are noted. Let's move to item 6, consideration of the draft parliamentary program.
Good morning.
Yes, Jadu.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning to all the members. Chairperson, thank you very much. Chairperson, the presentation or report will be three-folded. It will be the last part of the fourth term for the 2022 program for National Council of Provinces, and then it will be the framework, which will be only focusing in the first 2 terms, the framework, and then it will be the first term for the 2023 National Council of Province program. Chairperson, today it's the 24th of November. We are having our programming committee, and then it will be following immediate after this programming committee will be a joint programming committee of the two houses, and then it will followed by the policy implementation legislative review, which will be the today afternoon and also tomorrow morning. And then, Chairperson, let's go to the 29th of November, which will be a hybrid a plenary, which will be consideration of the electoral amendment bill, followed by a debate on the creation of the provincial and municipal owned construction. That is Tuesday, the 29th of November. And then, Chair, let's go then to the 1st of December. Will be questions to the President on the 1st of December. 2nd December will be Women's Charter report back, KwaZulu-Natal. Then the last day for the 4th term for the National Council of Provinces will be on the 6th of December, which will be consideration of the report of Select Committee on Appropriations, consideration of the rates and monetary amounts and amendment review laws, consideration of the taxation laws amendment bill, consideration of the tax administration laws amendment bill, and then consideration of the special appropriations bill, consideration of the adjustment appropriations bill, and then it will then farewell speeches. Then the constituency period for the National Council of Provinces will be from the 7th to the 15th of December, and the leave period will be from the 19th of December to January 2023. That is the last part, Chairperson, for the 4th term. If you allow me, Chairperson, maybe to continue.
Yes, proceed.
The procedures. Chairperson, the framework for the National Council of Provinces, I will only giving more focus on the first 2 terms, which will be the first term in the program will be 10 weeks. No, sorry, it will be 9 weeks. For the first term will be 9 weeks duration, and then the points to concentrate on the first program framework will be the February, Chairperson, which will be the NCOP strategic planning and annual review, NCOP questions to the Deputy President. It will be NCOP local government week. It will also be the joint sitting SONA, debate on President's State of the Nation address, reply by the President on the debate. Those are key points for the first term in the framework. Then the second term in the framework will be let me see, Chair, it's in terms of National Council Province on the Deputy President questions to the Deputy President. Then we'll have 2 clusters, NCOP questions to cluster 3 governance and cluster 4 economics. And also we'll have the division of revenue bill. And the second term from the framework, Chair, will be a duration of 10 weeks. Yeah, let me end there in terms of first now, Chair, for the framework. Or let me just give a highlight on the 3rd term will also be a provincial week. In September will be a provincial week. And yeah, that is in terms of the framework, Chair. Chairperson, and let me then go to the first term for the 2023. I want members to take note, Chairperson, in terms of the state of the province's addresses and also the provincial budget dates.
Chairperson.
Yes,
Chairperson.
yes.
Mm,
What
Chair. I just want to understand, why is Honorable Njadu reading a different document from that one that was sent through for the notice of a meeting?
Honorable Njadu, I know that you have sent the documents through, but not everyone may really be having the same document, judging by what I have. Although I appreciate the fact that
Chairperson, Honorable Njadu is reading the draft framework, and the draft framework is included in the documents. He's now busy with the framework. So he's not.
I'm saying that the document.
Mara, why is Honorable Lucas harassing me like this? Why
I
is
never
Njadu
harassed
not
you.
answering?
I just
Because
corrected the
Njadu
meeting.
is not
It's
reading
not about
the
you.
same document.
It's not
man.
about you. It's about the meeting. It's not about you. It's about
It's
the
not
meeting.
about
Not
you
you.
also.
It's about
It's
the
not about
meeting.
you. That's
It's
all
about
the
the
time
meeting.
you must
All
respond.
the honorable
About the
members.
meeting.
To think that
Nonsense.
God is
If
a
you can
soul.
just save us a bit of
You don't
time.
even know what I'm speaking about.
Because
Njadu is
we're
not
going
reading
to-
the document that he's supposed to be reading.
Hi, Mankause.
No, you are not
Hi,
correct.
hi,
No, you are not
Mankause.
correct.
Order,
Just be
Madai,
patient.
Just
Suka.
stop
Be patient. Be patient.
the fighting there and
Thank
all
you,
the
Chairperson.
noise.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chairperson.
yes.
Can't be harassed like this, man.
Thank you, Chair. Chairperson,
Yes.
just
Can I
to
ask Njadu to? Can I ask Njadu just to give us an overall framework? Make a few
yes,
comments.
Chair. Let me reframe myself again. In the beginning, I've said I'm going to present 3 documents. The first one is the 4th term, last part of the 4th term. The second document will be the framework for 2023.
Yes.
And now the third one I'm going to present now is the program for the 1st term. So these documents was all presented to Wiperi yesterday. It's the same documents that I'm presenting to programming.
Okay.
Take note, Chair, the members, in terms of the provincial addresses. Only 2 provinces have given their dates, Limpopo and Northwest. Then, Chairperson, the 1st term for the 2023, the focus will be on governance and service delivery. Therefore, Chairperson, on the 31st of January, will be members training from the 31st of January up to the 2nd of 31st of January to the 2nd of February. Will be training, members training, holding the executive accountable. That will be the focus point for the training of members. Then, Chairperson, the 8th of February will be provincial whips forum. Then on the 9th of February will be a joint sitting of the 2 houses, which will be the State of the Nation address by the President of the Republic of South Africa. That will be on the 9th of February. Then, Chair, on the 14th of February, will be a joint sitting again, which will be the debate on the President's State of the Nation address.
Yes.
And then on the 15th of February, we'll have a provincial whips forum, followed by a joint sitting, a resumption of the debate on the President's State of the Nation address. Then on the 16th of February, will be a joint sitting again. The President reply to the debate of the State of the Nation. Chairperson, here is is indicating that it will be hybrid, which was raised yesterday in the whippery as to why it is hybrid. And there was a explanation to that as to the venue, but that is left to presiding officers and the chief whip to consider that. Then Chairperson, on the 21st of February, will be a ministerial briefing session, which will be the impact of load shedding to the healthcare service. And then on the 23rd of February will be caucus, followed by a debate on the interprovincial red tape transforming the service delivery chain, faster growth and development. That is the 23rd of February. Then the 28th of February, NCOP strategic planning. 1st of March, provincial whips, followed by strategic planning. 2nd of March, programming committee, followed by caucus and NCOP committee strategic planning. That is on the 2nd of March. Then, Chair, on the 7th of March, will be the impact of load shedding on water and sanitation, the ministerial briefing. And then the 9th of March is caucus. And then, Chairperson, on the 14th of March, will be questions to the Deputy President, and then Provincial Whips Forum. The 16th of March will be a programming committee, caucus, and then the debate on the service delivery. And then, Chairperson, on the 23rd of March will be caucus. And then it will be the debate on the water infrastructure investment. Then the last week for the first term, can we move on? The last week for the third term will be local government week. That will start from the 28th of March to the 31st of March will be local government week. Then the constituency period for the National Council of Provinces, first term, will be from the 3rd to the 7th of April.
Yeah, 3rd to the 7th of April, yeah.
Yes, Chair.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much. Any comment on the program? Of course, I must take, please note that these have already been raised at the meeting of the whips. If there are no other comments, we'll move on. Any other comment? No comment. Thank you very much. Let's move to item 7. Report on select committee business and report of legislation before select committees. I know that Honorable Nyambi is not here, but you want to make any comment?
Chairperson, I'm in the meeting.
Oh, you are? Okay. Please proceed.
As tyd dat Faroese mense moet terugkom. Hulle is nou al by die Faroes.
No,
Please
thanks.
proceed.
No, thanks, Chair. Quickly, greetings to yourself, to honorable members. Committee meetings have proceeded as well as they were planned, with a few having to be postponed to later days due to a number of factors such as the unavailability of ministers or leadership of entities. With 1 full week before the House rises, there are about 13 more meetings that will still to see Chairperson. Our sense is that we'll be able to conclude the year's business on a very high note We have also approved an application from the Select Committee on Finance to sit out 2 plenaries in order for them to conclude their business, which is also crucial for the House to finalize its business as correctly captured by Honorable Njandu. The 2 committees which we had approved to conduct oversight in Gauteng and Mpumalanga have reported successes, and we are very pleased with what they have achieved, Chair. As rightly indicated by Programming Whip, committee programs for the first term next year will be finalized over the coming weeks and submitted for consideration by this committee in its first sitting next year. The issue of budget instrument is the same as last time, Chair. Issue of interventions, Select Committee on COGTA has within its purview a total of 12 interventions, notice of interventions, progress reports, extension of interventions, close out reports, withdrawal of interventions in terms of section 139 and various subsection of the constitution in various municipalities within 6 provinces. This is one less from previous reporting cycle in the provinces here under checks: KZN, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, and Free State. Coming to international agreements before committee has since been cut down to 1 with Select Committee on Land Reform, Environment, Mineral Resources, and Energy in the free. The issue of petition and executive undertakings, Chair, which is slide 16 to 23, the Select Committee on Petition and Executive Undertakings has before its 16 executive undertakings. The undertakings were made by ministers and 1 deputy minister at different times. These are Minister of Transport, Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, Minister of Public Enterprise, Minister of Forest, Fisheries and Environment, Deputy Minister of Public Enterprise, Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy, Minister of Small Business Development. Other matters before the committee's chair, it's from slide 24 to 28. Other matters before the Select Committees are as follows. The first one is the Select Committee on Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, 4 matters. Select Committee on Finance, 2 matters. Select Committee on Security and Justice, 1 matter. And some of the issues were correctly captured by the Programming Whip Chair. I saw table the report. Thank you. And Mr. Bell will deal with the issue of legislation. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Yes, thank you very much. There's a report more of Nyambi. Are there any comments? Any comments? Any words of wisdom? Thank you very much. We will then proceed. We will then proceed to the next item. Having noted the report, we'll move on to report on parliamentary legislation program. Mr. Bear, please take us through.
Good morning, Chairperson, and thank you. Just a few points at this stage. You can see under paragraph A that I've highlighted 7, 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10 are the rates and taxes bills that will come to your house on 29 November. I'd like to refer to item 7 a bit later. If we can scroll down, please. Paragraph C is the Children's Amendment Bill that was amended in NCOP and therefore returned to the National Assembly for concurrence. Item 32 is a new bill introduced by Mr. Malema, the relocation of the seat of Parliament bill. It's a bill that's the member requested a second reading, and after that it will be referred to, I guess the jury is still out to which committee, Public Works or Justice or whatever the case may be. Chairperson, then paragraph F, the one highlighted there is the General Laws Anti-Money Laundering Bill that came to your house 2 days ago. Now, in the minutes of the 10th of November, it was captured that I've indicated that this bill was a priority because it aims to address South Africa's money laundering and anti-terrorism measures. And Treasury requested that the bill be urgently processed to prevent that the country be grey-listed by the Financial Action Task Force in February next year. Now, referring back to item A7, the protection of constitutional democracy, that bill is loosely connected to the anti-money laundering bill. They're not joined at the hip, but they both aim to do the same thing. And this bill is to be read a second time in the National Assembly on 29 November. I don't know whether that gives anybody enough time to process the bill, but I just thought you should know the facts so that you can decide. I've had a look at the set list or the list of committee meetings. I've had a look at the program. I couldn't see any mention of it. I have been in touch with the department, and I'll keep the Secretariat updated on what they say. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Any comments on the bills?
Chair.
Yes.
Honourable Yes. May I proceed?
Please proceed.
Thank you. I just want to know the protection of constitutional democracy, with which portfolio committee is it at the moment in the NA, or is it also part of finance and appropriations? I heard that Mr. Bell said it's not joined at the hip, but it's it's linked, because the other bills that he refers to is with finance, relocation of the general laws anti-money laundering bill. And then I just want to refer to something that every time that I see it, I think we should raise this issue, but yeah, today I'm going to raise it. Number B, National Gambling Bill, that says to be referred to Mediation Committee. According to the rules, that time to refer that bill for the Mediation Committee long ago lapsed. So I don't think, I think this Honorable Nyambi has to be looked at in that committee, in that select committee where this bill was located in, because that time has lapsed according to the rules. Thank you.
So there we are. Mr. Bell, you want to make any comment?
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. It's a good question, and one that I omitted to mention, that protection of constitutional democracy against terrorist and related activities bill is a police bill. So when it gets to the NCOP, it will go to security and justice.
Nyambi, any comment?
No, thanks, Chair. I entirely agree with Honorable Labuskaghni's proposal about the process issue and how we have to handle it moving forward so that we avoid the problem as correctly explained by her good self. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, let's find out if there's any other comment. Any other comment? There being no comment, I think we should move on. Having noted the report, and the next item on the agenda as we move on is closure. So at this point, we'll close the meeting.
Chairperson, just to Chair.
Yes.
Just to remind me, yes, just to remind the members of the programming committee that there's a joint program committee, and all members of the program committee of the National Council of Provinces are members of the program committee of members of the joint program committee. I therefore requested to join the joint programming committee meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's join the meeting. So we'll then move and meet at the next meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Recording stopped.
Okay, sir.